everybody. It's Monday and I'm having technical issues, so I'm a little late. I have one of these big lights of mine that doesn't want to come on. I'll give it a shot in a minute. I think I'm going to have my electrical engineering husband fix it for me. And this is my camera stand, so I apologize. It's in the way, but I just thought you could see my surface better with this in the way, or with this in the way. I'm going to put a little hand cream on here and wait for everybody to get on. And I do apologize again about the lighting. I think it's one of those clicker things, and I think my husband's going to have to, it's good to be married to an electrical engineer. He's going to have to fix it for me. It's just helps. There's like a little short in this. Oh, okay. Nobody move. It just came on. I'm not going to fight with this all afternoon, but I think Bruce is, hi Donna. I think Bruce is going to have to replace the little switch. Hope you all had a good weekend. It's been kind of a thing going on in the country, and you know, this isn't a political site at all, and I don't want to get political. But I don't want to ignore what's going on either, and I'm just praying for everyone. I'm asking the Lord to show me anything in my heart that shouldn't be there, that I need to be better, and I'm trying to listen and educate myself, and I'm just sad over everything. Horrible, horrific. And it just keeps happening. So, like I said, this is a happy place. This is a judgment-free zone, and we stay out of politics here. But I'm praying for our country. I'm praying for our city, and I'm praying for y'all. So, I hope you're all doing good. Hi, Loopy. Let's try my lamp. I'm just hoping this light will come on, but it's not. It's gonna be naughty. Today I have a fun little project here. But we have a lot of business too. First of all, it's June 1st. Move this over here so we're more in the center. And that means somebody is going to win this stamp set. I went through all the numbers this morning and put everybody's name in a jar. Your name was put in here once for every $30 before tax and shipping that you purchased from me this month. And thank you everyone who purchases from me. I appreciate you so. I hate doing this. I wish I could send a stamp set to everyone. But I can't. If you don't get the stamp set, you'll be getting a special little note from me in the mail. So let's do it. Let's see. There are a lot of names in here. A lot of you all earned several names in here. So I'm not going to look at all. I made sure all the little tags were. I'm not looking. I just want everybody to win. I made sure I want to make sure they're not sticking to each other either, because they're kind of sticking to each other. I'm going to put them in something else because they're all sticking to each other, and I think they should be separate. Hold on. Hi, Carol. I'm getting ready for the June drawing. I'm a hot mess today, but what else is new, right, guys? I'm getting ready for Wednesday, and I'm planning a lot of fun stuff. You should see all my piles. I've been working really hard to make it fun. So I'll talk about that in a minute. See how they're all sticking to each other? I want them to be, maybe I should have folded them all twice. There we go. A bigger container. Okay. I'm going to pick one. Oh my gosh. I just hate. I hope you all win. I hope you're the winner. The winner is Donna Pollock. You get the, I'll be sending you the little ladybug stamp set. Congratulations, Donna Pollock. And like I said, everyone else, I'll be sending you a little note or a little card or something in the mail. Thank you so much for supporting me and my business. So, yay. That was fun. I have to give away stuff. Okay. Woohoo! The June hostess code, and that another reason why I was just a little bit late. Here's the June hostess code, and I'm giving away the My Meadow stamp set. It is, oh, Loopy, I have a lot of fun things planned. I'm trying to keep it in under an hour so y'all don't get tired and bored. But I'm going to show you a lot of samples. We're going to make some things. And I mailed your if you signed up for the make and take through my, I mailed all that Saturday. So y'all should be getting that any day now, today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. And then you'll have it in time for Wednesday evening to do the make and take with us. But anyway, it's going to be so much fun. I am so excited about it. But it's so different because I've never done a virtual open house before. It's not like just throwing some treats out and everybody come look at all the new stuff. So the June hostess code, I'm giving away the My Meadow. This is a really pretty stamp set. It is a photopolymer stamp set. It makes beautiful scenes. Go on Pinterest and look it up. And it kind of coordinates with a lot of our other similar type stamp sets. So that is going to be the June prize for anybody who orders $30 or more. And every $30 increment before tax and shipping, your name goes in the drawing. So that is that. I want to mention before we get on to June hostess code, there is going to be a starting on Wednesday with the new catalog. Let me switch back to myself. Here we go. Starting on, there's some good shadows here. Starting on Wednesday with the new catalog through the end of the month, if you order $250 in one order, so if you want to get some friends together or whatever, you earn 25 extra hostess dollars. So you would normally earn $25, so you'll earn $50 of hostess rewards. So if you have a lot of things in the new catalog that you're in love with, place one big order instead of several small orders, if that makes sense. And I'm going to post something about that in that promotion after today. I was trying to find it and then I said, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock. So, but keep that in mind. And do not use the hostess code. If your order is over $150, do not use my hostess code. You will qualify for your own hostess benefits. So, you'll get free stuff is what I'm saying. So, if you have an order over $150, don't use this hostess code. Just do your own thing online. So that is that. That's the June hostess code. Virtual open house Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. Be there, be square. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna look at some things in the new catalog, and I hope you've all who've received it have had time to kind of look at it a lot. Quite honestly, I have not had time to really explore it deeply, but I'll get there. I've been working with the new stuff that I ordered, so that's been more fun. So 7 o'clock live here on Facebook. If you can't make it for the live, you can watch the replay, and I'll probably put it on my blog because it's going to be so much fun. Okay, I've already been 10 minutes. Woo! Another thing, if you've ever thought of joining Stampin' Up, I think I mentioned this last week, you get an extra bundle with your kit. So you'll spend $99 plus tax, no shipping. You'll get $125 of any Stampin' Up products, plus you can order an extra bundle, either a stamp punch bundle or a stamp die bundle. So keep that in mind if you have a huge wish list. All right, today we're going to make, it's so much fun, we're going to make a smaller version of this. Since it's kind of big, I'm kind of glad we're making a smaller version. It's a gift bag out of designer series paper. And then we're going to make the little gift card that you can just hang on the side of it. This is made out of 2 pieces of 12 by 12 inch designer series paper, and I will have the measurements for this. We're going to make it the very same way, just on a smaller scale. We're going to make it with 2 pieces of 8 by 8 inch designer series paper. This designer series paper is retiring. Will be available until tomorrow is the last day, I guess. And it is on sale. It's normally $11.50 and it is $6.90 for the Dino Roar Designer Series paper. So if you have any littles in your life, this is a really cute little set to have. I think it'd be cute for scrapbooking too. We're going to use some of the other little things that are retiring too, like this leaf ribbon. Thank you, Loopy. The Dino Roar stamp set, the Dino Days, actually is not retiring, but the bundle is. So if you're interested in the stamp and the die bundle, the 10% discount is retiring. You can still get it in the new catalog. It's just going to be full price for both things. Okay, let's get going, because I have taken up a lot of your time. So I have 2 pieces of 8 by 8 inch designer series paper. And I'm going to use my Simply Scored. Get this in the camera. Decide where the top of your bag is going to be. So if your bag has a pattern, like this one had a pattern, so I had to be real careful to know, okay, where's the top of my bag going to be? This one doesn't necessarily matter because the dinosaurs are all over the place. But decide where your top is going to be and then score it at 1 inch. And I've kind of gone ahead and scored this just so I wouldn't mess up here on camera, because you know how I like to do that. Okay, for this size bag, an 8 by 8, you're going to score it at 1 inch on the top. And you could do this on your Stampin' Trimmer too, but since we're doing so much scoring, I'm just going to use my Simply Scored. If you like to make a lot of boxes and bags and 3D items, this is worth the investment. Then on all the rest, the remaining 3 sides, we're going to score it at 1 3/4. So I did the 1 inch. I'm going to turn it and do 1 3/4, turn it again and do 1 3/4, and turn it again and do 1 3/4. And then I'm going to take another piece of 8 by 8 because it takes 2 pieces, and I'm going to score the top at 1 inch because we're going to fold that over for our top, rotate it, and score the remaining 3 sides at 1 3/4. This is a really fun bag to make, and you can make all different kinds of sizes. You just have to score differently, but you make the bag similarly. Okay, so then we're going to score all the fold lines that we did with our bone folder. We want our top to fold down. It's kind of hard to have my sample in the camera for you to see because it's so big. I should have done that one 8 by 8 and this one 12 by 12. Then the sides and the bottom. This is going to be in my way, so I'm going to move it, sorry. And then we'll do this one. The 1-inch folds back against the front of the bag. Okay, now here is the tricky part. I've got the, let's do it this way because it's not as distracting. This is the top. I got the 1-inch up here. So this is our tops. On one of the bags, we're going to remove these squares, but on one we are not. So I'm just going to cut these out, and we're going to use these to make our little gift tag. So this one, we just took both those little squares off. We just cut on the score lines. I'm going to set those aside because we're going to use those. Now on these little tabs at the bottom of the bag, we're just going to trim across on the score line. We're going to make like a little flap. We're not going to cut this off. We're going to do that on both sides. I hope that makes sense. You can replay this later if you try and make a bag and just pause it and everything. So one, we've got the flaps. One, we cut the flaps off. Okay, now we're gonna glue these together. We're gonna take the bottom of this bag that has no flaps and we're gonna glue it to the bottom panel of this bag, just like this. And I'm gonna use some multi-purpose liquid glue. You could use like tear and tape, or I'd use something that has extra, strength. This is gonna, depending on what you're gonna put in it, you want it to stay together. So this is gonna be the bottom of our bag, the bottom inside of our bag. It's kind of hard. It's kind of there we go. It's kind of that paper's so busy. Okay, now what we're going to do is fold these tabs up, and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on these tabs. And then I'm going to fold this up. I hope you're seeing that. I'm just folding it into the tab, making sure it's squared up. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold this up, square it out. Hi, Laura. Okay. One thing we should have done, which is helpful, is to glue down these things first. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does help to keep them from kind of poking out, which I noticed after I folded the sides in. There we go. Okay, I'm going to just glue those down a little bit so they're not crazy, crazy, crazy. So I'm going to have this be the back of my bag so that the front doesn't have the little crease. But before I do that, I am going to glue this top flap down. Okay, Now we're just going to put some adhesive on these side panels. And fold them over. I like to make sure they're nice and tight at the top. That's more important to me than if they're nice and tight at the bottom. If that makes sense. So there's our bag. Not too hard to make. Now, if you want to kind of crease it, you can, or you can just leave it open. This one I just creased a little bit just to give it a little, just to loosen it up a little bit, but I didn't want it extremely creased, but you could do that if you'd like your bag to be creased. Okay. For the handle, I am using the white, what is this called? Flax ribbon. And this is also retiring, and it is also on sale. I like this ribbon. I even tear it apart and use it, each little fiber for some things. It's normally, did I say how much it was? It is normally $7 and it's on special, or going away price $4.20, which means they must have a lot of it. Okay, I'm going to take a hole puncher and go down in the center of both sides about a half an inch. For my handle. And then I'm going to run the ribbon through here and tie a knot to keep it from coming right back out, right? Whoops, sorry, I just noticed I'm not in the corner there. Not that you have to see me. And then I did not really pay attention. I just like, oh, it looks good. I didn't do any specific length for the handle. So just what you think looks in proportion to your bag, which I think that looks pretty good. And then enough for your knot. And do the same on that side. I'm just going to tie a knot in it. These bags are so much fun. And you can make a bag to coordinate with your gift card or your card, because you can use, the same designer series paper. So there is the handle for that bag. Now for the little tag, I told you we were going to use these leftover squares that came off the bottom tab. And I am going to take a piece of, what is this, 2x4 and fold it in half. Thank you, Carol. I didn't want to have a huge gift tag. This one has a much bigger gift tag because the bag is bigger. So this one I made smaller to fit with our paper on there. And I'm just going to glue that little scrap. And you'll have an extra scrap. You can make another little tag or use it in another project. Not much is going to show on here, but we're going to put a little pterodactyl on here. Okay. Then I'm going to I'm going to die cut a circle, which I've already done. I used the layering circles dies for the little circle. And it is the 1, 2, third from the bottom. So small, Does that make sense? It's probably a 2-inch circle. Actually, no, it's a 1 5/8 circle, which is good. And so I was going to cut that out of that. So here we go. We have our circle. We are going to have to cut our little pterodactyl out, though. So I've got the little pterodactyl stamp, and I'm going to use the lovely lipstick. Did I show the stamp set? So it's really cute. And it does, the dies will cut out these dinosaurs. This one and this one, I believe, and the pterodactyl. So I may hurry up and order some of this paper too, just because it's kind of fun to, when you have dies that coordinate with that. Anyway, it's a cute little thing. Like I said, if you have littles in your life, and I do, I got to see them yesterday, so that was fun. We had a little cookout. Okay, I'm using the lovely lipstick, which is also retiring. I just pulled the color out of the bag. From the bag, out of the bag. And we're going to cut that little sucker out with the pterodactyl die. I should tell you what page this is on in case you would want to look it up. Everything just went to all over the place. I have so many piles, y'all, getting ready for Wednesday. It's on page 100 of the annual catalog, which goes away. Tomorrow's the last day. So there are dies for the 4 dinosaurs, their little tails, and there is a die for this palm tree trunk and a palm die with the coordinating dies. Okay. I'm gonna use a little washi because I don't want this to shift, and we will have to cut it out here. Okay, there's our little pterodactyl. All right. So we are going to put that on our little tag, and I'm going to put him on the little, first I'm going to put the little circle on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Right in the center, and then we're going to put our little pterodactyl on there, right in the center. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay, I'm going to use my paper punch one more time. and punch a hole right in this corner. It's a lot of layers. And I'm using this lovely lipstick grosgrain ribbon. This is sold out. It was retiring, and I did check, and it's no longer. The only in-color grosgrain ribbon that is remaining on the last chance page is the green one. Call me Clover. It's a pretty green. I use a lot of that at Christmas time. It's kind of a bright green. Okay. Then I'm just going to tie a little knot. At the top. Okay. And then I'm just going to use a little piece of washi and tape that to the inside of the bag so it's just kind of hanging there. But before I do that, I almost forgot, this leaf ribbon, it's going away as well. It's kind of fun and jungly. I'm just going to cut a length of that and kind of tuck some behind that little pterodactyl's wing. Keep it from flying everywhere. I might trim a little bit off of there. And then I'm going to just tape it to the inside of the bag so I can get my gift in there, or my treats, whatever. And then to make the bottom of the bag more sturdy, you can put a piece of cardstock. This one measures for this bag 1 3/4 by 4 5/8, and it'll fit right in the bottom there and just give the bottom a little bit more structure. So those are the projects for today. Let me see. Let's come back here. Oh, my tape. I think you can see them. This is made with the 12 by 12 inch, everything's backwards, the 12 by 12 inch piece of designer series paper. And this one's made with an 8 by 8 inch piece of designer series paper. And I will have up on my blog the measurements for the 12 by 12 as well as the instructions for today's bag. So thank you all for joining me. Don't forget about Wednesday night. I will not be doing Coffee and a Card on Wednesday because I will see you Wednesday night. And that's all. Let me know if I can answer any questions or help you out with anything. Talk to you later.